Russians and Belarusians in Lithuania are facing a growing number of political asylum denials, with authorities pushing for their deportation to their home countries. One recent case involves Maxim Kuzmin, an immigrant from Kaliningrad, Russia, who was deemed a national security threat due to an Instagram photo. Despite concerns about the potential risks of imprisonment or forced conscription for deportees, Lithuania's migration service is moving forward with its actions.
We've already packed our suitcases, and we're waiting for the border guards or the police to come to our house at any moment. I'll be escorted back to the Russian Federation.
A Russian citizen, Maxim Kuzmin, moved to Lithuania with his family in November 2022. Many generations of his wife's ancestors are native Lithuanians, and several of her relatives currently live in the country. However, problems arose a month after they crossed the border. In his residence permit application, Maxim disclosed that he had graduated from the Military Engineering Academy and served as an officer in the Russian army from the year 2000 to 2002.
We were building dormitories for military personnel and repairing polyclinics, doing civilian work. I was a work supervisor, a foreman. After providing this information, the Migration Department requested a threat assessment from the State Security Department. They classified me as a threat. After that, they decided to deport me and ban me from entering the EU.
Maxim appealed to the court, which ruled that his service in the Russian army 22 years ago could not reasonably be considered a threat to the security of a NATO member country. However, the Migration Service challenged the decision of the country's Supreme Court, but ultimately lost the case.
This is the decision of the Supreme Administrative Court of Lithuania, which confirmed that I do not pose a threat to national security.
Maxim reapplied for the residence permit. While awaiting the decision, he organized regular sports runs in Vilnius as part of the international project Park Run. However, his passion for running led to a complaint from the Migration Service. Officials scrutinized Maxim's Instagram account and discovered photos of him participating in similar events in Russia. These competitions had been sponsored by sanctioned Russian officials and state companies implicated in the war in Ukraine. The young man was again ordered to leave Lithuania. Human rights activists say that this situation isn't unique. In fact, more than 3,000 citizens of Russia and Belarus have been classified as security threats to Lithuania for similar reasons. In 2023, more than 1,100 citizens of Russia and Belarus were deemed threats to national security in Lithuania. As a result, their residence permits and national visas were either denied or revoked.
This is simply an attempt to quickly and easily remove as many citizens of Russia and Belarus as possible. There's nothing more to it, and it's done to prevent any future claims against Lithuania from the European Union for violating the European Convention on Refugee Rights. Naturally, the threat, especially in times of war, was fabricated as a form of political manipulation.
Accusations of threatening Lithuania's national security could result in a criminal case and a lengthy prison sentence. However, there is no evidence of widespread initiation of such cases.
All decisions made by the Migration Department are based on thorough investigations, which include analysing publicly available information and gathering additional data from the relevant institutions of the country. However, we do not comment on individual cases.
Maxim Kuzmin has sought support from the European Court of Human Rights and is considering applying for political refugee status. In Russia, he faces a criminal case for allegedly discrediting the Russian army. He has also published numerous posts supporting Belarusian citizens who protested against the rigged 2020 presidential elections, as well as posts opposing Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022. However, these social media posts were overlooked by Lithuania's Migration Department. Authorities dismissed them, citing their low engagement levels as the reason.